Please welcome our host, 8-time Emmy Award-winning television personality, sportscaster, fashion expert, advisory board member for Garden of Dreams, and New York Knicks broadcaster, Jill Martin.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Yes? Everybody can hear me? Keith, can you hear me?
I absolutely can, Jill.
Okay. Hi, everybody, and welcome to At Home with SCO. I'm thrilled to be joining each of you for our first ever virtual event, and I see your comments in the corner. My whole family's here. We're all ready to celebrate tonight because come say hello. So everybody's involved here. We want you to take a photo. So we're going to say hello to everybody, to the SCO family. Come on, Dad. And we want you to do what we're doing right now, which is take a photo, smile everybody, and hashtag at home. I want to get this right. At home with SCO. Okay, thanks everybody. Go watch. So I'm just so thrilled to be here. My affiliation with SCO, I've been part of the Garden of Dreams Foundation with the Knicks since its inception in 2006, and we've been partners with SCO, and it's such an incredible honor to be asked to host this tonight with Keith, who we're going to bring in a little bit. But this has been such an emotional time for everybody in life and everybody with family. My Uncle Jerry just called after being off a ventilator for 2.5 months. Just called 5 minutes ago before this. So it's a celebration, and we're going to raise our glass soon. And again, we're so glad you're with us tonight because we have a special treat. So I already told you, we want to make sure you get your whole family and use the hashtag at home with SCO. We'll be posting some of your pictures. And this is 1 hour of positivity brought to you by the SCO family. So relax and enjoy the evening with us and some of your incredible friends. And we're going to bring in Keith in a little bit. But while we're broadcasting to you via Zoom and Facebook Live, we want to hear from you too. So I see a lot of you in the chat. You can comment in Facebook and let our staff and clients know. We are here for you tonight. So we're happy to answer your questions in chat as well. And you should also know we'll be toasting our frontline essential workers later on this evening. So the rosé is ready, but kids, if you're watching, get your drinks out. So we're going to talk to Keith Little in just a little bit, President and CEO of SCO. But first, we want you to watch this brief video.
I guess you've been waiting for someone like me to come along with a summer song. I could be your friend indeed. No need to get better. It takes two to dance. Won't you come on home, put your headlights on, 'cause we seldom have the chance. Can you hear me now? Did you read that news? You wanna take it out? Gonna bend them blues. I'm gonna leave that door, getting high and low. So what you come here for, if you can't let go? Moving with the breeze. We got so much time, dancing on a dime. Take a little lesson from me, to the sun, to the sea, and you'll be just fine. Can you hear me now? Did you read that news? You wanna take it out? Gonna bend them blues. I'm gonna leave that door, getting high and low. So what you come here for, if you can't let go?
For 125 years, SCO Family of Services has been helping children, families, and communities throughout New York City and Long Island to grow and to thrive. We work in communities and with communities to improve lives and open doors to opportunities. We believe in the power of resilience. We invite you to join us in our important work.
That was just incredible to watch. And you must, Keith, I saw you bopping and we were all dancing along to the video. And I see it must be so exhilarating and you must be so proud watching that. So I want to introduce Keith Little, President and CEO of SCO Family of Services. And wow, what a night, huh?
Thank you, Jill, and thanks for being here. I really appreciate
Of
it. Yeah, the video has a special place in my heart. I was kind of bobbing to the beat. Absolutely. It makes me feel good, and I'm proud of the work that we do. Good evening to everyone for making time to be a part of the SCO family tonight. Very much appreciated. My name is Keith Little. I'm the president and CEO of SCO Family of Services. Just like you, we've all been spending a lot more time with our families. Tonight, I'm grateful that you've taken the time to come together as neighbors, as colleagues, as friends, as part of the SCO family. So it's much appreciated. You could be doing something else. You choose to be with us. And for that, I'm very, very grateful. Jill, I'm also so glad to have you. You know that. And I'm also glad to have our partners at Garden of Dreams, who have been our longtime partners. So thanks to you, thanks to Garden of Dreams, and thanks to Madison Square Garden for being our partners. If this is your first time hearing about SCO Family of Services, welcome to the family, and we hope that you will continue to be a part of the family. For those of you who have been a part of us for some point in the last 125 years, which is how long we've been around, welcome back and thank you for joining us. We're all feeling the impact of COVID-19. The pandemic has impacted the communities we serve, our staff, the way we operate like nothing else before. In the midst of it all, we are grateful for all of the frontline workers. They are the heart and soul of the organization. Tonight, you'll see why through stories that we'll share with you and how the team has adapted to the pandemic and most importantly, restored hope. We talk about our mission statement, we talk about our vision, we have a strategic plan, but the core of what we do when we're working with children and families and adolescents, we restore hope. And so I'm proud of that. SCO provides shelter services for about 4,600 individuals each year and supports 1,300 children and youth in finding safe homes through our foster care program. And our foster care program is the largest program in New York City and one of the largest in New York State. In the midst of COVID-19, we also have our residential programs and they continue to thrive. Why don't we do this? Let's go and take a look at Bronx and look at our family shelter in the Bronx.
Good evening. My name is Ronzetta Robinson, and I'm the shelter director at Cortona Inn, SCO's family shelter in the Bronx. We are a shelter of 87 families. When a family first comes in, this is how the unit is. It's empty. The maintenance staff has come in and cleaned the unit. We've stripped everything and replaced the mattresses. Every unit comes equipped with a kitchen kit. Pots and pans, dishes set, a microwave cookware set, trash bin, mop pail, and a mop. Every family is also provided a linen kit, and that linen kit includes sheets, blankets, towels, washcloths, and for those families where there's a crib, it will also include a crib set for the baby, and pillows. The family has their own individual kitchenette set. Each unit has its own individual bathroom.
This is actually my first time as a case manager. Before I worked here, I was very shy. I was a shy person, but working here, I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot.
So I just wanted to give you an idea of what kind of programs we have at SCO and how our families and our services have been affected in the midst of this pandemic. We have previously worked with Carnegie Hall with a program called the Lullaby Project, where our families created lullabies and songs for their children. We previously also had a partnership with the New York Public Library, where the more senior librarian would come in and would read to our children in the child care center, and also come in and work with our students in our recreation program after school. But due to the pandemic, we have not been able to provide those kind of workshops in order to ensure social distancing and make sure that we are keeping our families as safe as possible.
And we are very happy to be here, and the treating was very wonderful. We are very pleased when I was affected by coronavirus, so we are very grateful. And especially this place is very clean. It's cleaner than my home.
So we have masks, we have gloves, hand sanitizer, we have cleaning products, and different things like that to assist families in controlling the spread of the virus. We've also worked with the Department of Education and the Department of Homeless Services to distribute iPads to the students in shelter, so that way they are still able to access their classrooms and teachers remotely.
Being here and working here during this pandemic, it was a little different. It was very different, I would say. We still had the ability to supply the clients with food, with PPEs, for themselves, for the children, and I think even for them as well, to know that the workers were still coming to work, the employees were still coming to work, and still showed a level of caring for them and their well-being. I think that those are one of the things that went a long way for them. The fact that they had resources here at the shelter as well was really good. So aside from everything that was donated through SCO, DHS, and all the other companies, I think that's what really helped lift off the heaviness of the pandemic.
So we've been able to provide families with services and maintain our connection with them, but we've had to do things differently. We still meet with families, but now we're able to do it virtually through FaceTime and through WhatsApp. We're able to actually speak with the families in a socially distant, acceptable way.
And Keith, it's just incredible to watch that. And all the comments were coming in. I don't know if you could see them in the corner, but SEO is just so amazing. I mean, when you watch that and to see how everybody's struggling during this time, but how the kind of adaptation that SEO is making and using iPads, I mean, it was really incredible to see that on video and to see like the quick pivot that SEO had to take.
Absolutely, yeah. We've had to adjust in the midst of the pandemic, and I think we've done an excellent job of doing it. I just wanted to acknowledge, I was looking at some of the chats, and I saw a person named Paquita who said, SEO is so amazing. You're absolutely right. And so I agree with you. So thank you for acknowledging our amazing work. So there's a lot going on for us. It's been hard to narrow down the one thing that has gotten us through this pandemic. I think the thing that sticks in my mind is the fact that our staff have risen to the occasion, our frontline staff have risen to the occasion. They're fearless, they're committed, they're dedicated, they're more concerned about the care and well-being of the clients than themselves, and for that they have my ongoing gratitude. So I think the other thing is, I guess I would have to also say that the power of partnership and collaboration stick out in my mind.
Yeah, and I know we're going to get into that in a little bit too. It's incredible to see how big your family is, how big the SEO family is with all of our partners. But I see everyone popping up, but I want to hear from everyone more, Keith. So tell us where you're, I call it quarantining from. You met my quarantine earlier, but we want to see who's in the house tonight. So if you could tell me if you're in New York, if you are in, I know we have some people overseas that are tuning in. So if you could just in the chat, I hear, okay, so South Carolina's here, Westport, Connecticut, Kansas City, Queens, Smithtown, Seacliff, Orlando, Florida, New York, Austin. This is awesome. Long Island, Lindenhurst, Bronx, Keith. I can't even read fast enough. This is awesome. So Merrick, Glen Cove, and I grew up on Long Island, so I'm so proud. Plainview in the house too. My whole family's here. Lake George. So thank you for being here with us tonight. And if you have any questions or comments, we're totally manning them. So please ask us and we'll try to answer them. SCO has been able to support children and families because of friends like all of you out there. And tonight, one of my friends is here to tell you what being part of the SCO family really means. You may recognize this face. Take a look.
Hi, this is Adam Graves, the New York Rangers. I wanted to reach out to SCO just because of all the wonderful work you've done for decades. And I know that I was lucky enough to be introduced to Family Dynamics back in 1991. In fact, I can remember playing football on the streets with all the kids in the after-school programs. What a treat that was. It seems like it was yesterday that we're at one of the SCO residences giving out jackets just before a surprise snowfall. But for everyone at SCO and all the great people, all the great families, I have to smile when I think about the Christmas party that we have every year that I'm lucky enough to join you at. But more importantly, you are truly heroes on the front line doing wonderful work for families, for people in the community. And I just wanted to say I am so proud to be a small part of SCO. Just wonderful work, wonderful people, and I want to wish you only the best during these trying times and look forward to many, many more years of doing great things together. Thank you.
And Adam has an incredible heart and he always shows up. And I think that everyone on this call tonight, we can say, you had a lot of choices tonight, but people who show up matter. And Adam is one of those guys, Keith. And I know everybody is mostly at home right now. So we want to have a little fun. So we want you to take those pictures and hashtag @HomeWithSCO. We want to you see us. We can't see you. So we want to monitor it. And Keith, we're going to visit some of our friends, our talented younger friends. And I know Kalani is coming up. So very interesting what we're about to see, right?
Absolutely. Kalani's one of our young adults who's in our foster care system and is an amazing, amazing, talented young woman. So I'm looking forward to sharing her with the group tonight.
Okay, well, we have a video.
Hello, my name is Kalani. I'm 12 years old. I like to draw, do photography, and I am a gymnast, but because of this pandemic, I can't go to gymnastics. I just want to show some of my drawings, pictures from my camera. I'm going to be showing my drawing. I don't want to make this video too long. I do a lot of anime, boy anime hairstyles, girl anime hairstyles, so. And more of these. And then I do anime eyes, so you can look at these as well. And then I have another paper, and then that's it for the drawings. The camera model that I have is the EOS Rebel T6. It says it right here. It's a Canon. It's pretty advanced than the one I had before. My brother was using chalk, so I just wanted to take a picture of that. And I have like this purple one right here, another one, I was using my hand, one as well, and this is the same camera. The first picture that I have is this one. It's just like a toy car, this one. That one was just in the sun. And then I have this one. That one was during a cold day. A long time ago, I used my doll. That is it. Thank you for letting me do this video. Yeah, I never did anything like that.
Aw.
Thank you.
My name is Stephen Hammer. I'm a director at SCO Family of Services, overseeing our foster care education, youth, and parent support programs. When it comes to supporting young people in foster care, we work with them as it relates to their educational, their career, housing, and emotional and physical well-being needs. Some of the ways that we work with young people is opening up new world opportunities for them to connect with others, to connect with the world at large.
One of my most favorite experiences with SCO was going to Camp Ramapo. In that trip, I was very daring and I really came out of my comfort zone. I was very glad to know that these kids, they're just like me in a way.
I was actually amazed that they provide us an opportunity like the Washington, D.C. trip.
Within the context of COVID, we've had to change and we've had to adapt the way that we can best support young people. And I want to share 3 areas of work and how we have responded within the COVID context. The first one is around education. Very quickly what we did is ensuring that every young person had access to remote technology so they would be able to do the work. And not just have access to remote technology, but be able to use that technology, while at the same time supporting foster parents, as it related to the day-to-day educational needs of their children. And also ensuring that those children and young people with special education needs, that their needs were being met. Something that's really important for us as we're coming to the end of a school year, as we're coming to what's a critical transition point for many young people, which is graduation.
For me, to be graduating is probably one of the best feelings in the world. Knowing that I accomplished what many people in my family didn't accomplish, to me it's like a golden medal.
We have over 100 children and young people who will be graduating from kindergarten, middle school, junior high, high school, and college.
Earning your bachelor's degree, especially the first bloodline family member to obtain a bachelor's degree in this country, it really does mean a lot to me.
It's always so important to celebrate such an amazing success. We usually host them at a big event where we have music, we have dancing, we have photographs. And within the current COVID context, we're going to be organizing some parades where we're going to come using social distancing with banners to celebrate their achievements. We're going to have a virtual graduation and really cherishing and valuing them and showing them in terms of the amazing achievement that they've accomplished.
My name is Ayan Mohammed, and at SCO Family of Services, I'm the College and Immigration Specialist. I work with all our youth, but I work primarily with our 12th graders and supporting them with applying for college, applying for financial aid, applying for scholarships, and then once they are in college, I continue to support our students, making sure that they have the services that they need.
Ayan has helped me tremendously. Like, that woman's a lifesaver.
Some of our high school seniors that are graduating, I've known them since they were in 9th grade, so I've seen them transition from a 9th grader now to a high school graduate. I have one particular young lady who I was with her when she was applying for college, just to see from her eyes how excited she was and how proud she was that she was going to be a student at that college, and just to see now 4 years later, now that she's graduated from that college, I'm extremely happy for her and all our college graduates.
She has helped me every step of the way in terms of my college fees and college application process, and anything I needed, I've always can rely on her to assist me with.
So the second area I want to talk about is around career readiness. Even though workplaces may be closed, it does not prevent us from continuing to support young people when it comes to getting them ready for when the workplace restarts. We have currently 21 young people we're working with who are doing a career readiness internship with us. We've broken them up into 4 small groups. They meet once a week over Zoom, where they do different interactive exercises. They also then meet one-on-one virtually with their career readiness specialist, first helping them identify what their career goal is and how to achieve that goal.
During this COVID outbreak, it's been different how we do our work. I'm doing a lot of phone calls, or we're doing online videos, so we're still continuing to do our check-ins and just support them in any way they need.
A lot of people in the agency reached out to me, always check up on me, especially Miss Ayan. She really offered me resources that I didn't know were out there.
And the third and last area of work I want to talk about is that just how critical it is, especially within our current context, to create spaces for connection. And so although we may be physically separated from each other, it does not mean that we can't be socially, emotionally connected with each other. We've set up different small groups that meet once a week over Zoom, and there's different areas of focus. For example, we have a boxing club where we have young people who are interested in exercise and boxing and participate in that. We have some young people who are participating in a book club where they've identified that book that they all want to read and they read it together with staff.
To keep myself busy, I've been doing a lot of reading. I even joined the book club that SCO told me about.
They're great students, they're great youth that we work with, so I'm incredibly proud and happy for them that they're graduating.
It feels surreal to be a college graduate. I've been aspiring to become a physician assistant. I also want to expand that to not just like in this country, but other underprivileged countries as well.
Some of my aspirations are to become a teacher. I would still like to see myself being a senator.
Congratulations to our class of 2020. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your lives. Thank you for inspiring us and for being the amazing individuals and young people you are.
I mean, that was so beautiful. First of all, congratulations to the class of 2020. I know this is not over 100 students watching there right now. Congratulations, whatever grade it is. And I know this wasn't probably the graduation you were envisioning, but you can hear us clapping from here, and Keith is clapping too. And really, congratulations, 2020. And we'll be at that parade when we social distance and we're allowed to do that again. Also, we didn't come back. Kalani is just so incredibly talented. And thank you for sharing your story with us and with everybody. And I hope you could see the comments, but everybody was saying how incredible you are. And, you know, Keith, it must be overwhelming to you to watch that. And we talked about the pivoting before, but just to see how the organization has pivoted in a way, the 3 sections that he talked about, it's really incredible what your team has done.
Absolutely. By the way, guys, I don't know if you heard it, but one of our graduates wants to be a U.S. Senator, so has high aspirations. So that reflects that we work with these youth to have them dream big and let them know that they can achieve things. So yeah, Jill, as you were mentioning before, we've had to pivot over the course of the last 3 months, but it's in line with what we're doing with youth anyway. Stephen mentioned about career readiness. We're very much invested in career readiness, and we've been on that initiative for the last several years. So the pivot was a small pivot, not a large pivot. We've had to adjust to being in a COVID environment with social distancing, but I think we're right on track and right on target. And I don't think our youth are being disadvantaged by it.
Well, that's an incredible statement to say. And, you know, you talked a little bit about COVID, and we actually want to get everyone involved right now because we're wondering, we have a poll question, Keith, and we, in our run through, debated what the answer would be, but it's up on your screen and we'd like you to vote. And I hope I win because we all made bets as to who would win. What cardboard game do you love playing the most at home? Okay. So click on it and let us know. And I think the poll is in progress. So I think we're going to get the answer in just a minute. Let's see.
I know
Keith,
what my vote is.
I know. What was your vote?
Monopoly.
That's what you said was my family is a Scrabble family. I'm hearing Uno from Naomi. Taboo is my favorite game from Shanti. Uno's getting a lot of play. I did not know that was such a popular game now. Pictionary I love from Emma. So I think we're going to have the results. If we don't have them now, we'll have them in. We're here. Let's see. I lost. You won. Monopoly, 28%. But I have to say, other. I want to know what the others are. Let's see. All right. So that was interesting to see what everybody's doing. But I want it, everyone with other, I want to see because I'm very into board games. So I'd like to add it. All right. So now we have another very special friend, part of our Garden of Dreams family, but also part of the SCO family. And I think you'll recognize this guy as well. Take a look.
Hi, this is John Starks. I hope everyone is enjoying tonight as much as I am. I've known about SCO for a long time, but seeing how they are showing up in the middle for all that's going on is a sign of strength, expertise, and it really makes me proud to stand by them in this moment. I hope you all join me right now in a virtual round of applause for SCO heroes on the front line. Thank you for all you do, and thank you to the SCO family for making sure thousands of New Yorkers feel at home, just like I do tonight with everyone watching. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Another all-around great guy who, as I said, always shows up. And now, Keith, we have some very special messages from SCO leadership, followed by a wonderful dance performance by Beacon 35 alumni. Beacon 35 piped in and said they love Uno. That was their vote. And SCO's after school program in Brooklyn. So take a look. So I think we're going to take a look at another video, and message me if we are not, but I think we're going to take a look at some more messages. Are we doing that, Keith? We're pivoting a little bit now, a few technical difficulties, which happens on these Zoom parties. At least we haven't frozen. But I think we're going to hear from board and council members.
Yes, one moment.
Absolutely.
Please.
Okay, and then we have a very special step dance, which I know everyone's going to love. I had a preview of this one. So Keith, while we're queuing those up, and I'll wait for them to hear, what is it like for you sort of having to pivot this event and doing this virtually? I'm sure it gives you, it fills you up to have everyone together, at least virtually, but it also must be a little strange.
Yeah, very much strange. Tonight would have been the night of one of our major events, and we've had to pivot to a virtual environment. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking. It's a little bit different, but it's very, very heartwarming to know the number of people that are part of this tonight. And so the support is still there for us. It's just in a different form. And I think it's something we're going to have to think about for the future, because we know that in the midst of this pandemic, it's going to be a while before we get back to whatever the new norm is. So I will get used to it. I'm getting my sea legs. So, but I think what's been good is that the team, the SCO team, has adapted to it. They not only adapt to the operational work, but they're adapting in terms of our development team, adapting to this event.
Speaking of the team, I think we have the video now, so let's take a look.
Coretta Scott King once said, "The greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members."
SCO is such an amazing organization that does so many wonderful things for the children and families of the metropolitan New York area.
They're providing support and opportunities to some of the families in New York that need it the most.
New Yorkers need the essential services that SCO provides to thousands of children, young adults, families, and adults in need.
This organization provides vital human services to 60,000 New Yorkers who need assistance now more than ever.
When you see what the SCO staff does and the people that they support and see what they've gone through with COVID-19, it's truly heroic.
I'll be at home with SCO to support the amazing stories of strength and perseverance being done by the SCO frontline.
Hi, my name is Lee Vance. I am the chair of the board of SCO, and I wanted to take this time to thank each and every one of you for everything that you have done to provide such terrific care to all of our clients in these difficult times. I hope that you are all as safe and as well as possible. And again, thank you for everything you do for SCO and for working so hard to improve New York City and Long Island for everyone. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Mina Daouk, and I'm a member of the board at SCO Family of Services. I've been on the board for a few years now, and from day one, what's on my heart is the children that we support. SCO does such an incredible job providing and supporting the physical, mental, and intellectual needs of the children that we support. The past few months in particular has been incredibly impressive to watch SCO do what it does best. These have been very difficult times all around the world, and particularly here in New York City. And watching the staff just show up day in and day out, driven by the mission, driven by the sense of commitment to what they do to the children and families that we support, it's just wonderful. We had to take incredibly difficult measures to be able to maintain the health and the safety of our staff and everybody that we support. But the organization never skipped beats, and I'm incredibly proud to be part of it. So a big thank you to SCO, big thank you to SCO staff, and thank you to you for supporting them.
I hope this moment finds you and those you love healthy and safe during these very uncertain times. Like many of you, especially now, I find myself drawn to positive stories about lives that are changed by so many different frontline heroes. Virtually every day, SCO Family of Services' own team of amazingly dedicated heroes quietly, compassionately, consistently, and purposely takes care of thousands of New Yorkers in need at over 80 locations, from the Bronx to Brooklyn on out to Suffolk County. For those heroes, it's a passionate calling. For those they serve in need, it's literally life-saving. The impact of these heroes is easy to spot and reminds me of when I was introduced to SCO some 20 years ago. At a site visit, a young woman with special needs gently took my hand and led me towards her classroom with so much joy. SCO was that day, and still is, one of the jewels of New York, a truly distinctive organization that makes a difference and changes people's lives. We thank you for taking the time to experience a few of the great stories from SCO's frontline shelters and residential program this evening. There are countless other stories of those that are not only surviving, but thriving thanks to SCO. Each one is unique, and each one is a part of the overall SCO story, a story that quietly and compassionately takes place every day, helping those in need be safe and grow. I'm humbled to serve as Vice Chair of the SCO Board and thank all our heroes, staff, and supporters for making a huge difference in so many lives.
How incredible are those moves? And not only that, Keith, but we talked about pivoting and having to do, I mean, social distancing, wearing the masks. They persevered. They learned on Zoom. I mean, bravo. That was pretty cool to
Absolutely
watch.
incredible.
And I want to thank the dedicated board members as well. And we're going to take a quick break right now because it's time to get your drinks ready. We're about to toast soon. Maybe grab some snacks. We're going to take a 2-minute break. And we'll be back in 2 minutes. So welcome back, everybody. I hope you grabbed a drink and snacks. Welcome back, everyone. I think Keith has to press his video and you'll be on too. Welcome back. I hope you joined you're back, and I hope that you got your snacks and your drinks because we're ready to toast. And we're not done quite yet because Keith, one of the amazing aspects of this that I learned just while talking to you throughout this process of getting ready for tonight is how important these collaborations and partnerships are to the success, especially during a time like an unprecedented time like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Partnerships and collaborations have been huge to get through this pandemic. I think the pandemic has left many people without jobs, children who have to conduct distance learning instead of going to schools, and then the issue of having the right technology and to have the right nutrition and food insecurities have been all issues that we've been confronted with. And through our partnerships with various entities, including DoorDash, we've been able to get through this. So partnerships and collaborations are always essential. They're even more essential in a COVID environment.
Well, that's a perfect segue because Janice De Silva, Director of Development at SCO, has a really beautiful video to share, and grab the tissues for this one.
Tonight, I'm so glad you can join us at home with SCO. Many of you may have just finished dinner with your families, and we know one of the things that makes any home feel like a welcoming and inviting space is the aroma that fills the kitchen and the fellowship that takes place around the dinner table. When the pandemic hit New York just a couple months ago, many families found themselves worried about how they would put food on the table as people lost their jobs, as hours were cut from work, and children who normally might get meals at school were now at home. We're so grateful because through a wonderful and innovative partnership, SCO received an anonymous donation of $1.2 million, matched by the support of DoorDash with over $150,000 in credits that we were able to distribute to over 7,000 hungry New Yorkers during this pandemic. That was 1,700 households that now had received $500 up to $1,000 credits to order food in a safe and contactless way and support local restaurant businesses that were struggling. And not only the restaurant businesses, but many who served in delivery driver roles. But you don't have to take my word for it. Hear from the families who were so grateful to receive this support.
Big shout out to SCO.
I just want to thank SCO for aiding everyone during the time of the pandemic.
I just want to say thank you and appreciate the gift card.
That provide me extra money.
We needed that money during this pandemic.
To get food from our family during this very unprecedented time.
That gift card has helped me in so many ways that words can't explain.
I don't know what we would have done without it. Going down to one income because I am self-employed and I was not able to work at all.
As a single mother that's working out there as an essential worker, we sometimes feel alone and isolated, and it came at a time when we really needed it.
I got really sick and I couldn't cook or take care of anybody in my house. And my husband, he had to leave work, being an essential worker, to take care of us, and he can't even boil an egg. It really truly helped us in a tight spot.
There were some days when we didn't know if we would have food or if we would have enough food. So that helped us out a lot.
We have been eating very well.
It looks really good.
Really good.
We got food delivered to the house. We didn't even have to go out.
It was such a great help during this pandemic in order for me to feed my family.
Quiero darle muchas las gracias a SCOs y a Franklin Penas por preocuparse sobre productos alimenticios en la cual me ha ayudado.
This is difficult times. I really appreciate it.
We really appreciate it.
Yes, yes. Por las personas que hicieron posible que hoy compartamos estos alimentos en familia.
I really appreciate it. It helped out a lot.
It helped us a lot.
Gracias. Gracias.
And once again, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you for all you have done for me.
Thank you, SCO. Thank you, SCO.
You guys rock.
Food insecurity is a big deal, but together with supporters like you, the SCO family is addressing these issues and many more. Join us tonight and become an official member of the SCO family and help your New York neighbors.
Janice, bravo. That was really, I've seen it already, but I'm still crying. And that was really beautiful. And I see all of your comments. Everyone, Janice, just look at the comments. Amazing, nice video. I mean, you really brought us into everybody's home and saw how food insecurity affects moms and dads out there. And Keith, you must be, you know, that collaboration just really touched so many families. I mean, over 1,700 households.
Absolutely. I think as I think about partnerships, there's the partnership with DoorDash, there's the partnership with the anonymous donor, there's the partnership with Garden of Dreams. I mean, so it's amazing that we have this support system to get us through tough times.
Really incredible. And so now is the time, Keith. People who are watching, who are new to the SCO family, how can people help? I know no amount is small enough. No amount is, yes. I wanted to make sure I said that right. I was thinking no amount.
You got it right.
Any amount is we will take, but how can people help?
Yeah, Jill, the good news is that everyone watching tonight can support SCO at home right now. If you've been inspired, and I'm hoping that you truly have been inspired by what we do and what you've seen tonight, there's a number of different ways that you can get involved. Number one would be understanding that SCO is a nonprofit organization, and nonprofits tend to be highly dependent upon government funding, and government funding never pays for everything that you need. And so there's more good work that we're looking to do and that we can do. And so we're looking for supporters who invest in the work that we do. And I think that's good by making a donation. Second way would be we're looking for what we're calling virtual volunteers who can interact with their young people. What we find is that our young people, particularly our young people who are transitioning into adulthood, they need coaching, mentoring, guidance, and ultimately need role models. So if you are interested in being a virtual role model, we would love to have you. The best thing you can do to stay connected with us is to become a permanent part of the SCO family, and it's to get connected. Staying involved by being on our Facebook site, staying involved by going on our website, signing in to receive newsletters and to hear the positive stories that happen each month. You heard a number tonight. We've got many more success stories that we would love to share with you. You can stand by SCO's heroes too, who are providing shelter, food, mental health services to individuals with challenges every day of the year, and particularly at this critical time. I invite you to stand with us and get involved in any way that you feel comfortable, but to be a part of the SCO family and to provide special gifts. So if you're interested right now in being a part of us financially, we would love to have it. We will not turn it down, absolutely not. All it takes is for you to go to your cell phone, to text us, and you're going to text to the number of 243-725, and all you need to put in is put SCO Strong. From there, you can donate whatever you're comfortable with. We would love to have you be a part of the SCO family in that way, and all the other ways that I spoke about.
Thank you, Keith, because I feel like after watching this and incorporating so many, I know we have hundreds of people on this call from everywhere. I feel like everyone's going to want to be involved, and it's incredible that it's not just about donations. There's so many different ways to get involved and to help. So
Absolutely.
At this point, I would like to take our glass, and I want to toast New York's incredible heroes in social services tonight. Are you ready, Keith?
I think I am ready.
Okay.
To my SCO family, our heroes on the front line, here is to you for all you do.
Here is to you. And this evening, we salute the tremendous army of SCO staff who are entrenched in communities from the Bronx, Brooklyn, and Queens to Nassau and Suffolk counties. Thank you for being SCO Strong. Thank you for gearing up with your masks, gloves, and everyday brilliance to fight back in the midst of COVID-19. You haven't let up. You've been there when New York needed you most. And tonight, a toast for SCO's 4,000 staff, especially those of you on the front lines today and every day.
For your bravery and tenacity, thank you.
For your strength and resilience, thank you.
For extraordinary reach, thank you.
To unconditional care, thank you.
To life-changing results, thank you.
Because of you, we are forever SCO Strong. Thank you.
In times like this, I'm reminded of how interconnected we all are and how the words and actions of today will be remembered tomorrow. Thank you for your bravery and your tireless commitment to those we serve.
I'd like to thank all the essential workers for showing up.
By your words, by your actions, by your very presence, you make a difference. You make a difference in the lives of those we support, in the lives of your co-workers, and ultimately in the wider community.
Thank you to all of our essential staff throughout the agency, especially our Medina Heights campus and community-based programs.
The nurses, the childcare staff, the housekeeping, the clerical people.
And everybody else have braved the storm and come in here
showing dedication and social responsibility.
Thank you to all the staff who showed up when we needed you the most.
I am humbled and grateful for your dedication and commitment, for the fact that you show up every day during these really challenging times.
Giving our clients, our students, commitment and strength and hope during these difficult times.
Thank you for the work that you do throughout the year, but especially in these very challenging times.
Thank you to all the essential staff that have been coming in over the last 2 months.
Our world needs you now more than ever.
Everybody who's worked through the pandemic.
You truly are my heroes.
Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I cannot thank you enough.
Stay blessed and remember, SCO strong.
So beautiful, Keith. And thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Before we let you go though, we have a very special performance from the Westbrook Choir, SCO's residential school on Long Island. And Keith, they have a little special performance for us. Let's take a look.
Absolutely. And Jill, thank you.
Like small boats on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say, wrecking balls inside my brain. I was screaming on mountain. Can you hear my voice? It's time. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. We're going on right song. My power is gone. Turning right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else can me. 'Cause I still got a lot of fight left in me. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. And right now I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else can leave. 'Cause I still got a lot of fight left in me.
Well, I can't think of a better way to punctuate the night than with that fight song and that beautiful socially distant dance to show how technology could still bring us all together. And I know tonight was supposed to be a huge night for everyone, and I'm so honored that you gave me the privilege to host this and be part of the SCO family. Keith, and to the entire family, thank you for having me, and everyone sending prayers and love. And Keith, congratulations to you and your entire organization. And thank you for all that you're doing.
Thanks a lot. And a toast to you, Jill, for your partnership with us. Be well.
Thank you. Be well, everybody. Good night.